Hi friends. So this is the not fifth. This is the fourth episode of our series called Learning Curve, and this is a rather unusual one because I'm not going to speak about the normal topics that I want you to learn to go up the corporate ladder. This is more to do with the topic which is very close to my heart for many years, and that is the banking topic. So, as I had said in the first video, I will pick up topics from the sales management, service management, strategy, or various such things. But also, I would try to include some topics which are of the current nature, which are of probably geopolitics or something like that. So, why am I doing this topic, and what am I calling this? I'm calling this topic as health of the banks. Okay, now you need to know what is it, because I'm doing this as a rather as a what you can say, a rebound on a rebound or an impulsive video, because just now I heard the news and I went through a few YouTubes and then did some searching. There is a big scam which has come to light in IDFC First Bank to a tune of 590 crores. What happened, I will tell you in 1 minute, and then we'll come to the basics of the topic. In IDFC First Bank in Chandigarh branch, there is a scam of 590 crores which has come to light. What was it? There were some deposits which were kept by Haryana government in Chandigarh branch, and it looks like when they went to renew or redeem their deposits, the money was gone, and they had a few accounts, so the money was searched in other accounts. It was gone, and now four of the Chandigarh branch employees have been arrested, and there are some others included, because 590 crores is a huge sum. Let me put that in perspective for you. IDFC First Bank is not a huge bank. Okay, it's supposed to be a good bank, but and it is also listed on stock exchanges. I think currently the market share is around 83 rupees or something like that. Even I have a few shares, but 590 crores is exceeding their quarterly profit. So I think last time their quarterly profit was in the region of 500 to 525 crores. So this 590 crore which is gone, push, उड़ गया इतना पैसा बैंक से, and only from Chandigarh branch. We don't know about other branches, etc., etc. But this is a huge impact as far as this size of the bank is concerned. Okay, so now let us see what happens tomorrow when the stock market opens. But I'm pretty sure that the market, this particular share will go on the down circuit, and it will hit the lower circuit, LC, what is called as. So at least 10% will be wiped off. So I think the share will probably open at 75 or something. So if you are an unlucky guy like me, then probably you expect a hit to be coming on your share price, and then it will further go down, because it's a loss of trust, it's a loss of face, it's a loss of name of Mr. Vaidyanathan. Now this Vaidyanathan, this is not the first time I'm commenting on Vaidyanathan, who is the MD and CEO of IDFC First Bank. He talks smoothly. He has got very good experience in other banks, and then he was made MD and CEO, and he kept on talking and giving kind of the rosy pictures to the stock exchange and to the public at large, that this bank is going to be great, we have fantastic processes, we have everything covered up, etc., etc. And well, people started talking that IDFC First Bank will soon be a next HDFC Bank. My foot. Okay, this is nothing, this is not going to happen. The share which was languishing around 40-45 rupees saw a little bit of pump up, and now it is 83. It had already gone to 9500, but it come down. So I don't I have said this in various LinkedIn messages also. I have nothing against Vaidyanathan, I don't know him personally, but बकवास कितना करता है ना, और ये बकवास एक दिन से नहीं कर रहा है. ही इज़ डूइंग दिस बकवास फॉर लास्ट 3-4 years. So now his processes are all opened up, and he is exposed. So I think some heads will roll. RBI will come in, and typically what happens is, why I'm telling you about this is because you should know how the bank works. Okay, the banks will have some capital adequacy ratios to cover up such things, and they have a very good adequacy ratio, so they will cover up this, and they will probably also, since it's a case of a scam, police will be involved where the money was transferred. They will try to get that money back. Maybe 20% of the money will come back, or 50% or 70%, whatever. If it is not converted, if it is not sent out of India, if it is not converted to crypto or some other assets, and etc etc, and then some money may be recovered, which will reduce the impact on the balance sheet of the, or and the profit and loss account of the bank, and therefore the balance sheet of the bank, because how much provisioning they will have to do, all those questions will remain. The problem is, what were the auditors doing? And I'm always asking this question many times, and you should ask it to yourself also. What are the auditors doing? Did they not notice anything anything amiss? Everything was hunky dory. What is happening? And why auditors don't take objection to such things? I really wonder. Huh. Anyway, coming back to a little bit about how the banking works. So the banking, we are not into a manufacturing industry, isn't it? Banking means they take deposits from you and they lend out. So on one side is incoming deposits on which they pay you interest, and then they lend out, which is the loans and advances and various types of cash credits, etc., etc., and they earn interest on that. And therefore, every bank runs on NIM, which is called net interest margin. So, what does bank earn? Earns NIM. Uh, this is not new here, though I am talking about the scam on IDFC First Bank. You would very quickly, readily recall the topics of Punjab National Bank, in which this Nirav Modi and his uncle had fleeced some 12,000 crores of rupees under the nose of Punjab National Bank. And there are so many such. You will probably recall, if you are of my age, the 1992 scam of Arshad Mehta, how he produced bank receipts. He took temporary 2 days loans and 7 days loans, and put that money into the market, and then whenever he got profits, he returned that, and whatever. So it's a so bank frauds or bank scams, it's not even a fraud, it's a scam. It's running into hundreds of crores. Bank scams are nothing new. They have been happening even in very well run banks like Kotak Mahindra Bank. Some frauds had taken place. But the next question, apart from auditors, what they were doing is, you should also consider, why is it that 530 crores or 590 crores, I think, when they were transferred, even if they were transferred in tranches, that means one day 25 crores gone, the other day 100 crores gone, other 40 crores gone, like that in tranches. What were the checks and balances in the bank? Who was signing off that? Who was signing off the transfer of money? Aap or main, you just check it out. If you are buying a real estate or some car or something, and if you want to transfer 10 lakhs rupees, there will be two phone calls at least from the bank employees कि आपका ये है क्या, आपने ये किया है क्या, आपका डेट ऑफ बर्थ बताइए, blah blah blah, and those checks and balances are for all children of the smaller god like you and me. So this is terrible. I mean, that is there is hand in glove, and there is a well-oiled system of fraud and scams which is happening now. An immediate fallout of that is that Haryana government has said that we are removing all our money from not only IDFC First Bank but also AU Small Bank. So AU Small Bank also will come into under a cloud. But what is the next question is, what is RBI doing? If is RBI not having the checks and balances in place, what were they? Why could they not catch such heavy transfer of funds from one bank branch to some other branches of other banks? Did they not question anything? So a lot of questions, more questions than what we know today. But tomorrow the share will crash for sure. So what are the takeaways? The takeaways is that please, please, please see to it that your money is safe in some banks which are of big in nature. Don't put into those cooperative banks. I'm not naming any, but I'm not casting any aspersions on any particular bank, because this can happen with many. In fact, in 3 years ago, I had made a detailed 15-minute video on those three banks in America, SVB, etc., how they had collapsed all of a sudden, how the run on the bank took place. But that was a different issue, and here the issue is of scam. So I've been tracking this space of banking for some time. I believe you should also do that. It's a very interesting space because finally, if we have to go up the ladder of GDP and becomes third and then second in the GDP, the credit has to be provided because no business happens without credit, and the credit comes from not NBFCs of this, because there are no such big NBFCs of this magnitude. They will have to come from banks, and mostly some big banks, well capitalized banks like HDFC or ICICI, to state a few in the private sector, or SBI and Bank of Baroda and PNB and Canara, like in the PSU bank sector. There was a fraud earlier also in SBI. As I told you, there was a fraud in so many banks, PNB banks. You would probably recall Global Trust Bank. So bank frauds and bank scams are plenty. But what you should know is how the bank works, whether to keep your money in which bank. That's the takeaway. And keep checking. Don't just feel it, shut it, and forget it. Okay. So be aware. Okay, that is the caveat. Be aware of your own funds, hard earned funds. And thank you for listening to this. It was a off the track and impulsive topic, but I hope you would have learned a few things. Thanks a lot. Best of luck with your funds. Thank you.